Hello and welcome. Rahul, you're watching me on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel Outma Talks, and if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I usually come always to make you understand exactly what to do in order to be happy, in order to move forward. Because if you want to find prosperity or any kind of happiness or success, if you want to chase all these things, then you have to configure yourself with the latest development, that whatever is happening in the world, and with the tools and techniques of spiritual betterment. So all these things are important. I talk sometimes pragmatic things, practical things. Sometimes I stress upon metaphysical things as well. So if you will be talking about metaphysics, spiritual things, many people think that it is out of their concern because they are not up to that very point, and there will be a time in their life when they will be craving that kind of knowledge. But there are certain people who always want to listen to that kind of information, so that they can deepen their perspective, they can understand exactly what is going on in the contemporary world, how they can grasp the core of it, the development, whatever is taking place. I try to discuss here because many times I talk about science and technology and all those practical things, whatever is happening in the world, latest breakthrough. And many times I talk about, I told you guys earlier, spiritual thing. So I just want to tell you some few practical things, to adapt. One thing is meditation. Meditation really helps. Whenever you will be thinking that the weight of world is on your shoulder, or you're feeling a different kind of burdensome on your shoulder, on your head, you feel headache, but different kind of headache. You feel that something is going on, something foggy is around your mind, so you have to go through meditation at that very time. You have to, if you will focus on your breath for a certain period of time, inhaling and exhaling, keeping your mind centered at that very that very air which is going inward and you are exhaling outward. If you will think of that for 5 minutes, it will certainly help you. It will mitigate all those burdensome, and you will feel that there is something happening around your energy centers. So it is important to activate your energy centers, because if you want to be someone who can have practical and some kind of special energy to bring everything in your work, to understand exactly that whatever you want to do, there should be some positive energies around that, jubilant mindset. If you are happy, then you can do something out of your happiness, something better. And that is why I stress on that very point. Never I told you that how to do meditation, but today I told you about that. But I was iterating that doing meditation is important, but how to do it, a little bit of that I told you. But next you'll be able to decipher everything if you will concentrate on your energy center. So energy activation, energy center activation is important. Then you'll feel that you're moving in upward direction. Because many times I tell you that if you want to live in this world, earning money is important. But if you want to feel this world, pragmatic experience of energy center activation is important. And that's why meditation comes into play. And that is why I'm iterating this point, Yeah, if you want to feel real happiness in life, monetary abundance is important. If you want to find monetary health or any kind of support in your life system, that there should be certain inflows of money into your account, you have to understand that you have to be skillful. You have to be someone who can update himself along with time and can catch up with the latest development. Whatever is happening in the world, if you will understand exactly what is important in life to learn, and you can bring passion to that, you can certainly be someone who can have more opportunities, more ideas, to invent something new. Out of your skill set, you'll invent something new, a new way to make more money. So how to concentrate on yourself, for that, meditation helps. Concentration, it increases. But how to adapt new ways to hone your skills? Nowadays, you have to be competent. Whatever development is happening around, if you talk about digital marketing, if you talk about new unfoldings where career opportunities are going, AI, prompts, coding. It has been from a long time coding, that. But if you can understand how to write good prompts and how to use AI, Excel, you know, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, use of that, in depth, how to augment your communication skill, how to bring your practical knowledge, in something valuable, how to create digital products so that you can sell that online. For that, you have to understand how to do digital marketing. So all these things are new ways, so you will catch up with the latest development, then it will certainly unfold in front of you. You'll be able to make more money. Nobody can stop you. And this positivity I want to foster in your mind. Because if you will start doing today, enhancing your communication skill through listening, if you listen 6 months continuously to me, if you listen to me continuously for 6 months, your communication skill will certainly improve. Nobody can stop you. Because I have learned this way, and that's why I know exactly how it helps. Listen to all the podcasts that whatever they are talking about, in English language. Better knowledge you'll grab, you'll assimilate, and it will transform you completely. Once you listen 6 months continuously, your ability to understand English language, there will be a cabinet in your mind which will decipher everything, whatever is being talked about in English language. And once you understand this language, there is a repository of knowledge online in this language. You'll be able to decipher everything, you'll be able to read everything, you'll be able to accumulate everything, and just find at that very time a particular niche, a particular point, a particular subject, and be master at that. Because for something to be something, you have to adapt a way. First of all, you have to be a native, and then learning from that, you become someone who will have knowledge, then become professional, then become expert at that very field. For being an expert, you have to consistently do that thing. Consistency is the key, and I predict that if you will do thousands of times the same thing again and again, you will be master at it. You can master that very skill, and you will be an expert of that very field. Until unless you don't become an expert of that very field, how you can claim the top position? And that is why in any field, if you want to be a successful man, you have to be in top 5%. I always say that, and I treat that. Consistency is the key. Perseverance. Many a person will come to drag you, to pull your leg intentionally. If you are growing spiritually also, there is a spiritual warfare I always talk about. Many a person will come to disrupt your lifestyle, because they know that you are growing. I want to say why this divine system punishes people. I always try to think that why God punishes us. Many times you feel that, many people feel that, and you see that because their nature were bad. Every time a bad person, especially a murderer or someone else, they will be killed in some accidents or in some cases, or they will go through deep pain because they have done so. They have adapted that way, and it happens to them. And then the saying goes on in our villages that he was a bad man, that's why bad things happening to him. Why it happens? Why God punishes us? Because morally we don't take responsibility whatever we are doing, the karma that we do. We don't contemplate whatever we are doing, is it being correct or not? Whatever decision we make, is it helping others or ruining others' fate? But if we are firm in our action and we know that others are pulling our leg, they will be punished, and that is why God even slaps them with the hardest way that you can ever imagine. Even if they are knowing that there is a force working on, which is keeping everything The universe captures everything. Your vibration being captured by universe. Each and every time you're being traced by universe. You won't even know. And that is why the universe works in that big way. It gives you freedom of action. And you choose that very freedom, but the action that you do, its result, its consequences, you have to go through. You have to feel that very thing. And that's why it all happens. Bad people go through that very way. Even good people feel burdensome of the world, but they are being prepared for greater things. It happens to them also. Some bad times come, but they overcome that very challenge in the faith of God, because they know exactly that they're not doing bad karma, they haven't done that, and they overcome that very challenge. This happens to everybody, but no one wants to listen to that very thing. But spiritually, when you awaken your energy center, you'll feel that whatever is happening, you'll feel that the unfolding of universe in front of your eyes. You'll see everything. Your intuitive mindset will be developed. Your capacity to understand will be developed. You'll be able to decipher everything quite quickly. So all these things are connected. That's why I'm trying to jot down all these things at one point. That is spirituality and pragmatic approach to life. Rationality is also important, but don't forget that there is something deeper that needs to be learned, that needs to be deciphered by science even. Until now it has not been uncovered, because this is a very core level, quantum level, and quantum world has to be explored altogether to understand all these phenomena. It is complex, and that's why it will take 100 years, at least more than that, to decipher everything. And we would not understand every action of the universe, but we will be able to trace it down a lot. But our experiences tells a deep truth. Our senses can feel that. Every time sense won't be accurate, but much and many things will be deciphered by our feelings, by our understanding, by our intuitive process. Thank you for listening to me.